It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he's looking to bounce back after an injury-riddled season a year ago. Herbert, obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but that doesn't do you any good when you're standing on the sidelines wearing a baseball cap. If this team's ever going to reach their full potential, they've got to find a way to keep him upright. And with his new head coach Jim Harbaugh in the fold, they'll do exactly that. They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with Justin Herbert on the field.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Edwards again on second down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Edwards now on 1st and 10 to the 43, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissler. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They move this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Busting free at the 10. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to 3-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Now Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And he's starting to make his way pretty well here in the NFL. We all know about the speed. Set the combine record for the 40-yard dash at 4.21. That sets him apart. But in addition, a good route runner, strong hands, and knows how to fight for the football.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Setting up the screen to Pirine. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 3. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw to Disley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Herbert dumps it off to Edwards. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's worked. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Steele. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
P-Ryan is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert off of play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Looking to throw. Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
Back to throw again. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught by Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Steele. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down. It's Steele pushing through the contact. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you'd better have second effort in order to try and pick up a first down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's into space past the 25. And all the way down to the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 5. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Play action. It's Herbert. Short throw to Disley, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's taken in by Palmer. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now it's Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Edwards is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Well, now how about this return? And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. A quick throw caught by Rice. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, 34 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 78 yards on the ground so far for Edwards. It's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He's across midfield, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Herbert. Open man, it's Palmer. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 15.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Now it's Mahomes again. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. A give left side for P. Ryan. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Butker's kick here is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chargers offense and Gus Edwards heading onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment. Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Herbert now.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert to throw. He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here we go. This is 4th down. Throwing, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff, Edwards. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd and 6 coming up. Now Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here now, 3rd down. Herbert. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Steele. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Herbert gonna throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So 4 quarters wasn't enough and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is eyes, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2, Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
The tackle by Denzel Perryman. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He did not have a catch till that moment. Pretty good time for his first one, though, here in OT.
I would agree with that. And just think about how they had to cycle through all the play sheets, right? Tried to find ways to get a lot of people the football. In this case, as you said, he hadn't had a catch all game. Now they find him in a key moment. Really well done.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal and still a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.